Hey, how you guys doing? So, really quick impromptu video regarding my review for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And I'm going to open this up with a quote here from The Dark Knight Rises. And this will serve as a prologue to my review.
At this point, I'd set you up with a chimpanzee if it brought you back to the world.
There's nothing out there for me.
And that's the problem. You hung up your cape and your cow, but you didn't move on. You never went to find a life, to find someone.
Alfred.
Right there. And that actually perfectly encompasses the new Call of Duty. Because the new Call of Duty, the gunplay is great. The graphics are great. But once again, they've just it's almost as if their Activision is trying to relive the glory days or something, because first of all, let's start with the multiplayer. The maps are good, but have a genericness to them, to which I wouldn't say they're necessarily memorable. Like, obviously, you guys remember, for a good example would be Shipment or Overgrown. Maps like that, you will remember that. Rust. But this has maps in them. Some of them are good, not great or memorable, and then you have some that are just like what. Some of them feel like they're trying to have an open world to a multiplayer map. In other words, have a all right, continuing, guys. So, as previously stated, the maps are, some are good, not great, not necessarily memorable. And actually, this is a problem with all this focus testing and stuff and trying to make these open worlds of a game. It ends up making these maps too open, and there's just nothing memorable about them. It feels like they feel to an extent like Siege, like maps in Siege, where there's not really anything to remember. They're just generic and do their purpose. And then you have some like the mansion that, oh man, that map is trash. I'll be the first one to tell you that map is trash. Who the hell spawns one team in the open in the city and the other team in a mansion so they can camp? That I never understood. But yeah, like I said, graphics and gunplay are good. Great. And the sound is phenomenal. But as I previously stated, even with the campaign, it feels like not only they're trying to relive the glory days, but at the same time reinvent the wheel and never try to, and they never try to take a step forward. Now, a lot of people will say, well, this is a step forward from the previous Call of Duties. Yeah, I don't consider a step forward when we try to recreate what was in our past. That's going back to the past after you've taken about 10 steps back to take 5 steps forward, as far as I'm concerned. The campaign, once again, graphics are beautiful. It has its moments, but it's not as memorable as the original Modern Warfare. Not even close. The campaign, it's okay. It feels like a lot of the maps are a bit of shooting galleries. and you don't have that tension you had in the original. But sorry guys, I was interrupted recording this illustrious video. So the campaign, it's just okay. Like, a lot of what makes the campaign fun and cool to people is just the unique approach and the gameplay. For the most part, the story is, I honestly feel they should have never reimagined the original Modern Warfare story. They should have just continued after the third one, or just made a spin-off that actually had you play as Ghost and not had a game called Ghost that had nothing to do with Ghost. That's a topic for another video. But it's just that's just a recurring theme with this game, where it's, again, trying to harken back to the glory days. And it makes you think about the glory days, but it doesn't, from a story point of view, from a multiplayer point of view, it doesn't change. That's the best way I can describe it. It doesn't hold water to the original. And I know some people say, well, the original was hard to beat. How are they supposed to beat it? Look, I'm not telling you how to make a game. All I'm saying is there's no way this one was ever going to touch the original. And then when you factor in, it's just the story is just mad. There's nothing. Once again, campaign. Great gameplay. There is nothing memorable about the campaign. For the most part. I would say the one memorable thing is the montage and it's in many of the commercials where you see the 3 helicopters over the river. That's really it. For the most part. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Have a nice day.